Have you ever wondered why your childhood felt different? Perhaps you grew up watching others live carefree lives, while you carried burdens too heavy for young shoulders. Maybe you felt like an outsider, always questioning why you were given more struggles, more challenges, and more tests than those around you. Was it all just bad luck, a random series of unfortunate events, or was it something deeper, something divine? Could it be that God had his hand on you before you even knew what purpose meant? The Bible declares in Jeremiah 1:5, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart." This verse isn't poetry, it's a revelation. A secret God has been whispering about you since before time itself began. What if the very things that made your childhood difficult were actually signs? Signs that God was shaping you for something greater. Today we uncover the hidden messages woven into your past, signs that prove you were never ordinary, you were always chosen, and once you see these signs, you'll never look at your life the same way again. Sign 1. Your childhood was marked by hardship and struggles. Have you ever felt like life dealt you a heavier load than others? While some children worried about toys and playdates, you were worrying about making sure everyone else was okay. Maybe you grew up in a home where love was conditional, where survival was more important than childhood. Perhaps you had financial struggles so overwhelming that you learned to count pennies before you even learned multiplication. Or maybe your battles weren't physical, but internal. You fought anxiety, rejection, loneliness, as if the weight of the world rested upon your small shoulders. If that was you, listen closely. Your struggles were never pointless. God was training you, strengthening you, forging you into something unbreakable. Romans 5:3-4 tells us, suffering produces perseverance, perseverance character, and character hope. God doesn't waste pain. Those early struggles were not punishments, they were preparations. You were placed in a spiritual boot camp, learning resilience, endurance, and the ability to keep moving forward when others would have quit. And now, you are stronger than you think, and the enemy fears that strength. If you feel this sign applies to you, drop a comment right now. God has made me strong. Your struggle was not the end of your story, it was just the beginning. Sign 2. You had dreams or visions that felt different. Think back. Did you ever have dreams that felt more than just dreams? Dreams that felt too real, too vivid, too purposeful? Perhaps you saw events before they happened. Or maybe God spoke to you in ways you didn't understand at the time. Many shrugged off those dreams, calling them coincidences, imagination, or nonsense. But let me tell you, they were not coincidences. In Genesis, Joseph was given dreams from God that revealed his destiny. At first, he was mocked. No one believed him. But in the end, his dreams shaped history. Could it be that God has been speaking to you in ways others couldn't understand? If this sign resonates with you, comment, "Speak, Lord, for I am listening." God didn't give you these insights for nothing. One day they will make sense. Sign 3. People and animals in need were drawn to you. Have you noticed how wounded people seem to gravitate toward you? Did strangers pour out their hearts to you even when you were just a child? Were you the one who calmed the anxious, comforted the hurting, or brought peace to the troubled? This is not random. Matthew 5:16 tells us, "Let your light shine before others." You were radiating something, even as a child, a light, a warmth, a presence that others could feel, even if you couldn't see it yourself. If this is you, comment, "Lord, make me a channel of your peace," because that peace you carry, it's a gift from God, and the world needs it. Sign 4. You had an unshakable desire for truth. Have you ever been deeply disturbed by dishonesty? Did lies make you feel sick, even when they weren't directed at you? As a child, did you struggle to understand how others could so easily deceive, manipulate, or pretend? If so, you have been marked by God as a defender of truth. Psalm 51 verse 6 says, "Surely you desire truth in the inner parts." God has placed within you a sensitivity to righteousness. You were never meant to blend in with the world's corruption. You were meant to stand for truth, to be a light in a world growing darker by the day. If this sign resonates with you, comment, "Lead me in your truth, O Lord." Sign 5. You were given responsibilities beyond your years from a young age. Did adults trust you with more than others? Were you the child who was expected to fix things, handle things, take care of things? Did it feel unfair at times? Yet you always delivered, because God was teaching you something. Luke 16:10 tells us, "Whoever can be trusted with little can be trusted with much." God. God was training you for something bigger than you could have imagined. If this sign speaks to you, comment, "Here I am, Lord. Send me." Because your reliability, your ability to lead, your unshakable strength, it was never random. It was a divine preparation. What do these signs mean for you? Now step back and see the bigger picture, your struggles, your dreams, your compassion, your hunger for truth, your responsibilities. None of it was a coincidence. From the moment you were born, God was shaping you for a purpose. So now the question is, what will you do with it? You can ignore the calling, pretend you're just like everyone else, or you can step into your destiny. If you're ready to embrace your calling, comment, "Lord, I trust your plan for me," because the truth is you were never ordinary, you were always chosen. Before you go, like this video if this message spoke to you, subscribe for more life-changing revelations, share this with someone who needs to hear it. Your past was never random, your life is not an accident, and God's plan for you? It is just beginning. Are you ready? Because heaven has been waiting for you.